Hello, everyone. My guest today is Carlos Tavares. He has a degree in management and marketing from ISCTE Lisbon and is the founder and CEO of a company called Video, a cloud video conferencing platform for enterprises released in the market in 2016. All right, Carlos, you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about the company. What do you guys do? And is this a pure play SaaS company?
Yeah, it is. So we are a video conferencing platform for businesses. So we do video meetings using browsers and video conferencing systems, smartphones, basically. So we try to get video conferencing as universal as possible.
So people would say, well, how on earth are they going to compete with Zoom?
Well, Zoom, it's a great tool, but we shouldn't speak bad about competition, but Zoom, it's more of a marketing product. Our product is very similar to Zoom. So, and in terms of video conferencing, so you cannot reinvent the wheel. So video conferencing is video conferencing. So basically we compete with Zoom in terms of the usability and mostly the competitiveness of our licensing model. So it's different from Zoom.
Tell me about the licensing model.
So Zoom and others, so like BlueJeans and Cisco, they tend to license per user. So you go to a company, you ask how many users you want them to have access to the video conferencing platform, X users, and it's a fee per user. So we do not have this approach. So we charge per resource, per virtual meeting room, for instance. So it's like having your own office. You have like 3 or 4 meeting rooms, so everyone in your company can use those rooms. So we license per resource, per meeting room, so you can have unlimited users. So
one of your pricing plans for the team is $13 a month, and that's per user per month.
Correct. So we've added that specifically for comparison because customers are not used to be charged per resource. They are used to be charged per user. And we've added very recently that model basically to compare. So it's easier for customers to compare the per user licensing versus the per resource licensing.
Got it. Okay, so when you look at, obviously you have people paying a couple of different price points here, but on average, what's the company going to pay you per month or per year to use your video technology?
So we have basically, and going to the plans, the team plan, the one per user is not used most. So we have just a few customers using that, but mostly they buy a video conferencing, a virtual room, and that could go from $49 a month.
Yeah. We see that on your pricing page. I'm just curious, what's the average? Is it more like 50 or more like 90?
No, the average is more for the enterprise.
Okay, so if I look at your entire customer base right now, you'd say maybe the average logo is paying something closer to $90 a month.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, interesting. When did you launch the company? What year?
We started development in 2013, and the product was released in 2016. So it was 5, more or less.
That's a lot. That's essentially 3 years of building the product. How much money did you spend on the MVP before your first dollar of revenue?
The investment was around $1.5-2 million.
Why was it so expensive?
Because we didn't create the platform to work as PC based only. Because PC based only video conferencing, that's easier to do, easier to build. So we've built our platform, and our niche, let's say our target customers, are not the ones that want to use the PC for video communications. Our target customers are the ones that have a video conferencing infrastructure, like video conferencing systems from Cisco, Polycom, Huawei, this kind of room systems. And our platform integrates all of that easily. And in here, it's more demanding, and technologically, it's more complex. So.
How did you fund this thing? Are you rich from a previous acquisition, or did you guys raise capital on day one? How'd that work?
No, because this came from it's a spin-off from another company that is doing business with third party.
Which company? What's the name?
It's called NIA Consulting. So we sell here in Portugal, and
it's your company.
It's my company. So it funded the development of video. We didn't have any investment so far.
Okay, so let me see if I understand this. You have Nia Consulting, which you founded before 2013. You do consulting work with SaaS applications. You realized there was a big need for something video related. So you developed video internally using funds and profit from the consulting company to build it to the tune of about 1.5 to 2 million to build the MVP of video.
Yeah. You've got it.
Interesting. Okay. How many folks do you have on the agency side of the business at Nia Consulting?
How many?
Team.
Can you repeat? The team. So we are a very small team. We are 6 persons.
6
working
people.
Video.
And can you give me do you have anyone working on Nia Consulting now, or they're all on video?
We do have some people working in Nia Consulting as well, because we still keep that business to fund video.
Okay. Before you had video, what was the size of the agency in terms of revenue? Are we talking like $1 million agency or $500,000 or what?
It was around, from depending on the years, 800 to 1 million a year.
Yeah. Okay. And then again, you would take maybe $100,000 a year or $300,000 a year, whatever your profits were, and just started pouring them into video starting in 2013.
Yeah. Correct.
Very interesting. Okay. And then, sorry, I forget what you just said. You said you had 6 people now full-time on video?
Yeah, 6 people full-time.
6. And have you outside of funding it from your consulting company, have you raised any outside capital, or are you basically bootstrapped?
No. So far, we are bootstrapped. We are reaching a zone where to grow, we need to add some capital. So that would come in hand. But
how much do you hope to raise?
So we are planning to raise from 2 to 5 million, because not only the thing is that besides we have video, right? It's the video conferencing platform for businesses like Zoom, plugins, this kind of stuff. But we have built on top of video, we have built a new product that is called Video Guru. And Video Guru it shares the same technology for video conferencing, but it adds a layer of marketplace for services. And so this means that we can you can have like lawyers, teachers, psychologists, nutritionists, building a profile, a public profile, and customers can buy their services online, and then they can perform the services through video call on top of video.
That seems like a lot of work. Why don't you just partner with a marketplace that already sells consulting services and just be their video provider?
We can do that using the video part, but we felt that there is this need for a public marketplace that anyone can join, can create a profile, and simply can, because it's the complexity, it's more in the part of the video technology itself, not the marketplace part. It's not that complex to build.
Yeah, actually, that's very difficult. It's very difficult to get people to sign up for marketplace. You have 2 sides of the equation you have to solve. Then, I mean, really, your bread and butter is the video. So that's what I'm saying is, why not outsource and just tie up to other marketplaces? Why build your own marketplace? It's very difficult.
I know. So this is, don't get me wrong. Our main focus is still the video B2B. And we have launched the Video Guru as an experience, and the traction was quite interesting. So
what do you mean? Quantify that for me.
We have, in like 3 months, we launched this in Portugal and Brazil as a test. And in 3 months, with just very few marketing dollars, we got around 2,400 registrations.
Okay, did that mean they actually created a public profile and actually had one service booked, or just they created a profile?
No, the profile.
And how much did you spend to get those 2,000?
$3,000.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's pretty good. Again, the second part though is the other side of the marketplace, right? Which is actually the harder part, which is how do you get people to buy their services through the thing.
You're right.
Right. Okay, so you're planning to raise $2 to $5 million to help grow this thing out. When do you hope to raise that money?
Hopefully until the end of this year. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
And do you have a general target? I mean, obviously you have to still negotiate this, but what valuation are you hoping to raise at, you think?
I don't know. That's difficult to tell, because
what would make you really happy?
What would make me really happy was to get, let's say, 2 million for 15-20% of the business.
Okay, so you're trying to, that would be like basically, you can do the math, right? Like a 10 million pre-money valuation, something like that.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, very good. Makes a lot of sense. Let's take a step back here for a second. So you got founded in 2013. How did you get your first 5 customers? Was it from the agency side of the business? You just upsold them on the video stuff?
No, it was really the hard way. So promoting the product, doing some advertising online.
Where?
And meetings. We tried several sources. We used Capterra. It's a Gartner thing.
Yep. Did that work?
We used AdWords. Capterra worked a little bit, but AdWords still is the best source of leads for us.
So what were you fully weighted? What were you paying to get a new $90 a month customer?
In terms of in terms of advertising, you
CAC,
mean?
yeah, fully weighted CAC, all your customer acquisition costs.
So currently we have a lead acquisition. So we're talking about leads, not end customers, of around $40 per lead.
And what's your conversion rate from lead to paid?
The conversion is low so far. The one thing I would like to explain is the average customer. It's not paying 90 euros or $19 per month. Okay, because
what's the average
customer, the average customer buys more than one virtual room. So we have customers with 20 rooms and customers with one room.
So what's the more accurate average?
So the accurate average would be around $3,000 per year. So I can turn that into
it's like $250 a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like 4 or 5 VMRs, virtual meeting rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, so to get that $250 a month customer, $3,000 a year, how much are you spending up front to get him, would you say?
I would say that at this moment we are spending around 500 euros.
Okay, I mean that's pretty good. I mean that means your payback there is like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Anyway, we need
Are they sticky once they sign up? What's your churn over the past 12 months?
Turnover it's low. It's very low.
Like how low?
So probably in the last 12 months we lost 2 customers.
Okay.
One customer.
So what does that mean? Like 2% churn, 1% churn, 5%?
It's around 5%. Yeah.
Okay, so 5% annual churn. And do you have kind of a sales motion yet to drive expansion revenue on customers that signed up a long time ago, or no? Do you have no expansion revenue?
No, currently we don't have expansion revenue.
Okay, that's okay. And how many customers are you serving today?
So we are serving around 100 customers.
Okay, that's good. So I mean, can I take 100 times that 250 number you just gave me to basically back into 25 grand a month in revenue?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You can check as an average.
And where were you a year ago? Do you remember?
Where
were you a year ago?
Oh, 1 year ago. 1 year ago, we had around probably 50 customers.
And how much monthly revenue?
Roughly half the.
Okay.
The thing is, it's more or less the same. We've got this last year. We got a partnership with a reseller here in Portugal.
What's the reseller name?
It's Vodafone. It's a telco company, so it's a nice partner. And also this year we have a new distributor now in Brazil. We have a new distributor in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia.
Carlos, is Vodafone driving paid customers yet? Is it up and running?
They are. Okay. Not with the speed that we would like to.
Of course.
Because they are very big, but they are.
Yeah. And then are you operating this today profitably, or are you burning cash?
We are still burning cash.
Like 10 grand a month, 100 grand a month? How much?
Around 10 a month.
Okay, and then you're covering that hole essentially with revenue from the agency.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. I love it. All right, let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
My favorite business book probably is the one regarding design that is called
like Creativity Inc. Ad Catmull?
No. It's the one that it was launched by a former Google guy. It was. It has to do with Sprint. It's called Sprint.
Okay, yeah. Sprint. Oh, Design Sprint.
Yeah.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
A CEO. I like to follow is Mark Benioff.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
I have two. Can I say
Sure.
2 or just one? Google Cloud Platform and Force.com from Salesforce.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
From 7 to 8.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Married with kids, yeah.
How many kids?
2.
And how old are you?
I'm 42.
42. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
If I were 20?
Yeah, like something you wish you knew when you were 20.
I was. That's a nice one. I wish I had the knowledge I do today in terms of engineering a product.
Guys, engineering earlier on video.me, again, helping creators, again, kind of like Zoom, but basically, they price off virtual meeting rooms versus number of seats. 100 customers today paying $250 a month, $25,000 a month in revenue, up from $12,500 just a year ago. So 100% year-over-year growth. They spent about $1.5 million building the MVP from 2013 to launch in 2016, funding that from their agency, NEA Consulting. Now today, burning about 10 grand a month as they look to continue to scale with their team of 6 people full-time, 5% annual churn, no expansion for 95% net revenue retention, and spending about, call it $500 to get a new customer. So 2 or 3 month payback period there as Carlos looks to scale and hopefully raise $2 to $5 million here at the end of the year on maybe a $10 million pre. We'll see what happens. Carlos, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you, Nathan. It was a pleasure.